SIYL with the Miami Dolphins. Two teams trying to stake their claim to postseason football. Week 14 of the NFL is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Here's the first carry now for Todd Gurley. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. So, Charles, this defense, they definitely know that they've got their hands full here going up against a group that has won 7 straight. What's the key for them in this ball game?
Well, we asked their defensive coordinator that very question, and the response was, we have the mindset that they actually have to react to us, not the other way around. So it sounds to me like the plan is to do the attacking and not wait to see what they present to them.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. 2 carries for him now on the opening drive, both for good yardage.
And based on film study, they thought that there was a chance to spring him more than once for some pretty good yardage in this game.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Elliott. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. Still 9 remaining on second down. Now they'll throw with Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Looking to pass. Tua. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Dane Cruikshank. And the Bills are going to get the football here as they force the INT on the game's opening drive. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And he's going to have a Bills first down as he's able to get this up past the 40. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the Bills winning on the road, so they look for the sweep here in Buffalo. Allen now on first down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 11 yards and a Buffalo first down. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6. This defense for the Dolphins, they really played well a week ago in that win over the Jets.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Phillips has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen so far.
So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. And that moves him back 5. After the delay, they're backed up even further for 3rd and long. Here's Allen. Going deep for Diggs. Well, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Brandon Jones picking it off. And the Dolphins are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. So problems with errant passing continuing. Remember, he threw 2 picks in the loss last week, and now another here in this first quarter.
And sometimes, partner, this is the result of a quarterback who's simply trying to do too much. Feels like he's trying to make up for what he did last week, and he can't do it all on one throw.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, they were intercepted the first time they had the football, but now they get it back, and it's still 0-0.
And because of that, you know what the thought process is? Interception. What interception? It didn't really happen because they gave up no points. So go back on the attack. Go back and run the offense you believe will be successful. Find your playmakers and give them the football.
Tua and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start out here with a jet sweep, and he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up 2nd.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you. But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. On 2nd and 15 now. Tua Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker, complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. We're scoreless after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. Fake the handoff. Now Tua. And that is incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things, get back to what works.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. It's a 41-yard punt, but just a net of 31 following the run back. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said it didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
Singletary to get the drive started. Fancy footwork at the 45. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Now the Dolphins are going to take another timeout here. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Flush to his right. He's got his target. It's the tight end Knox. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Now that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
Maybe worse than the loss of yardage, they also lose the down. So now it's 3rd and long. Allen going to throw. Knox with a nice catch. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory right at the 40. Now Allen. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. He's going to fire this thing deep right sideline. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. Give him 30 yards there.
This offense has been slow to get started, but that play will certainly give them a little bit of life. Maybe the late wake-up call that they had been seeking.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Singletary. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 2nd down play not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Six plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Buying time to his left. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? The turnover, you just noted it on the first drive.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Second down and 3. On play action, here's Tua. Flushed out right, and he wisely will throw that one away.
And he's only hit on 2 of his first 6 passes. Time for a quick quarterback regroup here with a big 3rd down coming up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. SIYL working out of the gun. And that ball incomplete, nearly intercepted. Took a chance with that one. It'll lead to a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. He's got the hook up with Diggs. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. That one nearly 30 yards, 29 officially. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Allen. And he's got his tight end Knox for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
2nd and 10. Going to the air, SIYL. Now a leaping catch, he's got it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 2 to Fuller for a Miami 1st down. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the 1st half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a play fake. Here's SIYL. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Jordan Poyer. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st half. So we've reached halftime here in Orchard Park, with the Bills taking the lead into the break. as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. We'll see a return here from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the give, this is Singletary. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. To the air, Allen. Going deep for Diggs. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown number 15 on the year. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes our score 17-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious, because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tua. He'll get this out wide here to Elliott. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. Now the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. A.J. Epinesa able to record his 5th sack of the season. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Here's Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Here's J.K. Scott now, standing just outside his own goal line. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Take it at the 37. It'll be a 41-yard punt. Give them 5 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
On second down, here's a run with Singletary. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. Now Allen. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything. And against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
And Allen will have the first down as he's able to slide to avoid the contact at the end. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down. To throw, it's Allen. Being chased out left. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's second and 10. Now a give to Breida. And he'll get this down close to a first down at about the Dolphins' 24. 47 yards on the ground for him so far.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense gets a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. Throwing now is Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Allen to Diggs there for a Buffalo first. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. 3 yards the gain there, second down. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Second and 7. Operating from the gun. Allen escaping the pressure right. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Noah Igbinoghene. And the Dolphins will take over here at their own 14-yard line. He got out of the pocket there, was wondering what he was going to do with it, but I think he was calling, his receiver was calling for the ball, wasn't he?
He certainly was. The problem, he called for it too late, and when he delivered, they were all over him in the secondary and came up with the interception.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they were ultra confident coming in, that's for sure. They had won 7 straight, but number 8 not looking to be in the cards right now. And he'll use his blockers to get this up over the 20 to the 21. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. They go to Elliott again. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Power running by Zeke. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They've got a 1st and 10 at the 11. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. The Dolphins on 3rd down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. And he is going to score. It's a pick 6 and a Bills touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them into the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 24. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And that last pick 6 may have been the backbreaker as they now face a 3-score deficit in the... Will Fuller! Nobody there to stop him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Tua going to try and throw for it. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst. And if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow.
Yeah, will they make up for it? The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Back to throw. Allen. Steps away to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. After the turnover, it's Tua. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The screen gets 7, but it's not enough, and it'll be 4th down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. And he's going to get the 1st down as they bring him down at the 23. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Second and 8. Tua going to throw. He's got Fuller. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. They'll let Elliott try and run it in. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Bills are going to recover. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he stopped immediately there. Javon Holland coming up to make the stop.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. So Allen's going to look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
Allen on 3rd down. Going deep for Diggs. Touchdown! Stephon Diggs. His 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Bills look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua eluding the pressure right. Here's Fuller with a catch. Will Fuller, nobody there to stop him. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Will Fuller, 89 yards. And the Dolphins are able to draw a bit closer. So now the Dolphin offense will stay out there as they'll go for 2. Here's Tua. And that's caught at the 2. And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw